with the review we promised you in our last haul video.
Just because Miss Jessica over here tried giving away the review in the haul video, so I had to be all like, karate chop, karate chop in the throat to make her stop, because we're posting a review of a foundation that we have purchased.
What are obsessed with.
Obsessed. I have stopped wearing any other foundation except for this one. I do mix a touch of something in with it, but very little. What is it?
It is
The
e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation. This beautiful little baby right here is a drugstore affordable foundation.
Way affordable foundation.
It's $6.
$6. And then if you buy it on the e.l.f. website,
Like I did.
when they have a 50% off sale,
50% off. So $3. $3 I paid for this bottle of magic.
this foundation, let's start off with the basics. The basics.
Because we
Alright.
can go on a whole thing about this.
Yes. It is in a lovely glass bottle.
It's very pretty, yes.
Very frosty.
Very fancy. It looks very nice on your vanity.
It does. It has a pump.
Which is amazing.
Yup. It's slightly smaller. Well, almost half the size of normal foundations, in that it is 0.68 fluid ounces.
Yeah.
So that's small, but fortunately I've discovered you don't need a whole hell of a lot of this to make it work on your face.
Very little bit.
We are both wearing this foundation today.
Yes I am. Like every other freaking day.
Yeah, every day this lasts. I've had this thing for about a week and a half.
Yeah, I've had it for about 2 weeks.
I haven't stopped wearing it.
No.
So let's get into it. You talk about it. You have it longer than me.
This foundation, it is. Sarah just recently picked up for me the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation Concealer,
which is beautiful.
Which she was, you know, just
ranting
to me about buying it, and I was like, okay, and so I didn't buy it, obviously, and so she picked it up for me because she's very, very nice like that, and I really like that foundation. I
do too.
really do.
I love it. I was obsessed with it.
Yeah. I like
Beautiful.
this more.
I like this more too.
I put this on for the first time, like for realsies.
For realsies.
Last Tuesday.
Last Tuesday.
And I went into work and it was an insane day. Like, I wore it with my Rimmel Stay Matte Primer, and just because I need that for extra mattifying because I'm a grease monster. And I did not have time at all throughout that day because it was so insane for touch-ups. Not one time. Not one time could I actually pull out a compact or a blotting sheet and check and make sure everything looks alright. And at the end of the day,
gorgeous.
So freaking flawless. Like, it was perfect. It looked perfect on my skin. My skin was matte, but not like, you know, not flat. It was matte, but like it had a nice glow to it. It looked really nice and healthy. And in that moment, because I was leaving, and I took an extra moment to look in the mirror. I was like, I love you.
Yes.
That was basically, yeah, this foundation. I like this more than Ready, Set, Gorgeous.
That's Holy Grail. Holy Grail
status.
This
stuff is better than that.
So, Jessica called me one morning while I was on my way to work, and I answered the phone because I had just got done. I was sitting in traffic. We had some road construction going on up in her. And so I was sitting in traffic, like, just stuck. So, you know, I flipped down my little mirror, flipped it up, looked at myself, and was like, hey girl, hey, look at that foundation on your skin, look at how beautiful. I answered the phone. I'm like, I found it. She's like, you found the new Maybelline products? And I was like, no, I found the perfect foundation for my skin. What are you talking about? And she's like, what are you wearing? I was like, my e.l.f. Flawless Finish. And she was like, oh my god. And then that's when we were all dying all over each other about, oh my god, this foundation is so pretty. It's amazing. We are grease balls. It's disgusting how greasy my face can get. You're a grease ball. Yeah, I can't deny it. Yeah, my face gets super greasy. Yeah, it does. So, for this foundation to hold up through that is absolutely amazing. Like, I don't typically, and if I do blot or powder, I am blotting and powdering. I put my makeup on around 5 in the morning, and maybe 3 o'clock in the afternoon, maybe. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah. But then by the time I go to bed, clean my face off, it still looks great. It looks amazing.
Yeah, some oil breakthrough might happen.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I take a shower at around 8:30 at night, and so some oil breakthrough was happening, but it wasn't like, what is it, bunching? Like foundations can do on skin, like bunching up like by your eyebrows and your fine lines. It wasn't doing that. It was wearing away beautifully. Absolutely beautifully.
We have somebody sneaking in.
Yes.
As usual. Everything that I put over this foundation looks beautiful.
That's true.
It blends beautiful.
Yep.
Everything is just, it looks perfect. And the finish is very natural.
Yeah.
It's not 100% matte. I would say it's more of a satiny finish.
Yeah.
So for me, having oily skin, I do like a matte finish foundation. But I don't want it to be so matte, you know, that whole flat matte type look that you can get from matte foundations. So I like a little bit of a more of a demi matte or a satin, and this has that perfect satin finish.
Yeah.
So,
yay. The one thing that I can say about this that I don't like, the one con that it has, and I'm used to it now since I've been wearing it every day, so when you first get it, if you do go and pick this beautiful little baby up,
it doesn't really
it has an extremely like musky perfume smell. I'm used to it now. I am very, very used to it now, but the first day I wore this I was like, oh, because it sticks with you, but you do get used to it. Let me see. That is a tiny little pump. Yeah, it's kind of musky, and it takes a second to get used to, but in my opinion, the results outweigh that.
Yeah.
So much. And I got used to it real quick. You'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
So, the way, I want to go into the way we like to wear it, or what we like to use with it.
Yeah.
Alright, so the two primers that I use, these are just my holy grails for right now. My two favorite primers of the moment, which is my Cover FX mattifying primer. I always prime my skin with that, and then I always do just a little bit of this Hourglass right in through my T-zone area.
Yeah.
I went like this, my T-zone area, right?
You know, the T-zone area.
The face. So, but these are my two primers that I use with it. And then I did mention a foundation that I like to mix, but just a tiny, tiny, tiny amount. Like, I'm not talking a layer of this, a layer of that. I'm talking like 2 dots, 2 dots, 2 dots, you know, and a dot on my nose. And that's my Estee Lauder Double Wear. Just because, to me, this one looks a touch dark, and this is a touch light. So I just use this to change the color a little tiny bit. And I think it is perfect. It does it well enough, but it doesn't change the consistency or the formula of the e.l.f. foundation, because I'm not using a ton of this. And then you go into it, and then we'll talk about this.
Okay. With this guy, I have tried multiple different primers, and the one that I think works the best with it, especially for my skin, is my Holy Grail, and that is my Rimmel Stay Matte primer. I love this guy. This will forever be in my life. I love it. And like Sarah, I have mixed this foundation with other stuff. I'm not gonna mess with Perfection. I mixed this with the Clinique one. Nope. I've mixed it with my other e.l.f. one, the Mattifying HD primer. This on its own, for me, perfect. Perfect. And I'm not sure if maybe I'm slightly darker than Sarah. I might be, because for me, the color's just fine. If it's like slightly too dark for her, I'm sorry. But for me, this color works just fine. And yeah, this... I can't say enough good things.
Like, I know, I'm obsessed with this thing.
I have a $27 brand new foundation that I got 2 days after I got this guy. 2 days after. I don't use it. I mean, I really like it, and I'm gonna start using it once, you know, I get over the that is this guy, which I don't know if that's gonna happen, but I don't know either, because I have that same foundation. I have my Estee Lauder one that I do mix a touch in. I have my Clinique one, I have another Clinique one, I have a MAC foundation, I have a Bare Minerals foundation. I have an ass load of foundations. We actually just counted. She has more than me. I have 16 foundations total, maybe 17 now with this bad boy. Or no, the new one we bought yesterday, or the new one we hauled, the Maybelline one that we just hauled. But there's no question in my mind, this is the one I'm using. Yeah.
And then,
It's just better.
because we're both oily, Yes, we have. We
set
do
it
have
with
to set
our
our
powder.
foundations. I don't have to use a ton of this, which is nice. And we both use the Cody Airspun.
Cody Airspun. I use translucent extra coverage.
And I use naturally neutral.
This is an excellent powder.
This is an excellent powder. BT Dubs. This is
like
a
$6
review
at
on it,
Walmart, but it's a good powder. If you see it, pick it up.
get you some.
Absolutely. And then I set mine with my NYX matte finish, just for a little bit of extra matte. Just a little bit of extra.
I didn't bring my setting spray, but I go between my L'Oreal Infallible and my what's it called? Urban Decay De-Slick.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, that one.
But
For setting. But so, all in all, this foundation, $6.
pick it up.
If you find it, I think it's sold at Walmart, Target, all these places. Please pick this up.
Pick
You
this
will
up.
not
You won't
regret it.
Absolutely not.
It is absolutely beautiful.
It's $6. If you buy it on the website when they're having a 50% off sale, it's
$3.
$3. Like, that's amazing. And this is a foundation we're reaching for over our high-end ones.
Yeah, like if I didn't think it looked a little bit too dark, I don't think I would have to mix this in. Like I said, I don't mix this in to change the consistency of the formula. I just, just to make it a touch lighter. That's all I do. This is perfect.
So good. It's so good, guys. So good. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Pick it up. All right, guys. So that's our review.
Yes.
We're very passionate about this foundation. We had literally like a 20-minute conversation on the phone about this thing.
Yes.
So. But that's our review of the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation, a foundation that we never grabbed for, that we never thought to try until she bought it, and then I was like, screw it, I'm gonna buy it too. Why not? Try an e.l.f. foundation, whatever. What's the worst that can happen? I spent $6 on something that doesn't work.
Yep.
So, but we love it.
We do. So much.
So much. So please, if you enjoyed this review video,
Give it a thumbs up. And if you have not yet, please click that subscribe button. Click down there. Click it. And we shall see you guys
very soon
Very
in
soon.
our next video. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.